And this is day 3, week 19 of our journey together. Alicia, I just seen the message. Sorry about that. I guess he was trying to get my attention. Yeah. Okay, so let's continue we continue in the same way we did yesterday. Yesterday we did Bgcse paper 1, 2010. Today we're gonna do 2011. Do I have any more? We have 2012 also to do, and I think that's all I completed so far. So let's go. So A, B, or C. We started off very easy. That's how the papers usually start. So here we have to add by hand 4163.
Can we use calculators?
By hand. Defeat the purpose.
No.
No.
By hand. Thank you. Not even the check. Just use just fully hand. All right, quickly do that for me, please.
I get my answer.
A.
So we going with A?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right. Let's see. Yeah, the answer is A, so just add them. I don't think I have to go over addition. You know, the first 4 questions is always addition, subtraction, and multiplication, division. So quickly do this one as well. Sorry, let me allow this person to come in.
B.
You want to go with B?
Yes.
B?
Yes, sir.
All right.
I agree.
You agree?
It's 32. Okay.
All right.
All right. Yeah.
Let's do the third question. All right, do this multiplication for me, please. Hello? Hey.
C. I go with C.
No.
Yeah, I go with C.
We just have to take this out.
Let's repeat. I go with C. What else you all say? C.
B.
What? C. Oh. I agree with C.
All right, what letter are we going with?
No.
So what letter are we going with?
We're going to talk about that.
Hello? All that time I was talking and the mic was muted, you know. What letter are we going with?
C.
C, okay.
C.
I hope y'all doing this by hand.
C. Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, so let's go.
Mr. Petit, a quick minute. Is it okay if you could pull up the English language homework question thing? I'm on it quickly, but because if I type it, it can be long. I don't want to say, but could you pull it up quickly so I, yeah.
Trying to do homework when you
If they out of leave,
Just trying to protect the person, you know. Yeah, keep their privacy private.
No problem. This is a homework quickly. This is language. We in math. People be in math. All right. Okay, so quickly take a screen.
All right, the person said thank you.
Okay, so let's divide these two. 5, 7, 1, 5. That's 5.
It's A.
A. I go with
You
A.
have to be aware because
A.
All right.
A.
Kennedy, where are you? I know he's the maths guru.
Going to class, man. Yeah, A.
I know he's the maths guru from yesterday.
Well, listen to you. Why you bring that up? That's why, bro. Like
Miss Cooper, you even dream about that and all, like
bro, I even remember that you can't bring
What's
that
a
up.
math guru?
a guru. You know what's a guru, right? A guru is someone who is an expert, right? Someone who is the, like, oh, Kobe Bryant is the guru of basketball,
Oh,
right?
Cat.
All right, that's enough.
No man, football.
That. All right, Cooper, your day will come. So we want to round 5,684 to the nearest 10. Okay.
B.
A, B, C, or D. I'm
I
sorry.
go with B.
Yeah, me too. It's B.
Going with B.
That's all.
All right. So
Yeah.
go with B. So let's see. It's absolutely B. All right. So in order to round this number to the nearest 10, we would look at the number in the ones place. The number in the ones place is 4. And so what we do is we ask ourselves the question. We look at 4. Sorry, we first have the way I usually teach it is we circle 8 and we underline 4. Because they say the nearest 10, and so the tens place is this way, right? So then we look at 4 and we ask ourselves, okay, is 4 less than 5, greater than 5, or equal to 5? Certainly 4 is a less than 5, less than 5. And so that means that we are going to, that means that we're going to round down. Okay, so we're going to round down. And so since we round down, the 8 doesn't change, but the 4 turns into what?
0.
0,
Zero.
everything. So it's 5, 6, 8, 0. Okay, 5, 6, 8, 0. All right, good stuff. Next. All right. That's interesting. Write down the next number in the sequence below. What is it supposed to be? I don't have the right on. I don't have the.
That's like this perfect squares, right? So it'll be 25.
It'll be 25. Very good, because this is 2 times 2 is 4. 3 times 3 is 9. 4 times 4 is 16.
Yeah.
So 5 times 5 would be 25. So the answer here is 25. Good.
I wasn't going to see that.
You're going to see that?
No.
All right. Write down the next number in the sequence below.
A.
27.
You say 27. Why?
Because they
Because they minus in 3.
Yeah.
Not 3 in each one. Very good. All right. So 27.
We ain't gonna write these down, right?
Screenshot at most if you're trying to keep any record.
Because I'm writing down these things in this Bgcse. Well, mother said you wasting ink.
All right. Next thing you know, you're one of these wrong.
True. I'm alright. I'm doing it right.
Okay. Recruit the team member.
All right. This is like paper 1 for y'all. They like to bring these sort of questions.
I don't need to screenshot what I don't understand.
Say it again.
I say I only can screenshot some of the stuff I find difficult.
You find difficult. Okay. Yeah. Addition, subtraction are okay. All right. Complete the line of symmetry. Complete the shape about the line of symmetry. So which one is the line of symmetry? Is it this shape that completes the shape?
No. B.
Yes, sir. B.
B.
It's B.
B? Sure it's not
Yes,
B.
sir.
B. What? Okay, let's say B. Confirm. Exactly. The reason why it's B is because, can someone explain why it's B?
Because you want it to mirror itself. So you want the top side to mirror the bottom.
Very
You
good.
see,
You
like,
want this side to look like the bottom. Right? So that's how it's gonna be. Very good. All right. Use a ruler and compass to bisect the line AB below. So is it A, which is bisection, B, which is the bisection, or C, which is the bisection?
C. One time C.
C. What all this looking line says in B? What?
With this was photo.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I gotta zoom in. What all is that? What all that action is?
So we have
Wow.
A, we have B.
Ms. But did you sit down and draw all of those there?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
I don't know what this was for.
And
Trying to
then,
figure what that is.
and then every moment, Mr. Petit, you ignoring me? I'm ignoring you.
One thing about Miss T, he's always persistent.
Try to. Yeah.
I don't like that look like you trying to dissect an eye. A.
All right. C. Yeah, I got work to do, preparing stuff for y'all. So that's the thing. So I'm not ignoring you. Just be busy sometimes. So
Is that supposed to be an excuse, like Narna?
that, I mean,
No.
it's a valid
Yeah.
excuse.
I couldn't even press confirm yet.
All right, confirm. Is it C? Oh boy, and they rushing me these days. Oh God. All right, to bisect means to what? Divide into two equal parts. All right, that's what we're doing.
A quick question, right? We could choose which, like, okay, for an example, let's say that let's say in the exam, they were only to put one line separated, like in the center. Would they get marks off if they don't do like the left to right instead of just all up and down?
You mean would they get marked off without this arc? These arcs?
No, okay. Let's say that. Okay, like you see how you have one line left to right and then one up and down.
Oh, okay. So the one left to right was given. Okay.
Oh.
Already given, and they just say bisect that.
We have to put them curves in there.
Yeah, you have to put the compass curves. Yes, you have to put the arc. That must be seen.
Also, the arcs is mandatory.
Mark arcs are mandatory because that shows that you use a compass, and then you didn't measure half of the line and then draw a line straight through it.
Okay. Understood.
I can make that look fun.
You remember? No, you just get a compass. Make sure it's more than half of the line, and then draw it. I think I do it in this question, like actually. So.
I can see the video you doing it, please.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we have the line segment AB, and we want to bisect it using our ruler and our compass. So let us do that. So let's get our compass. This here is a compass. And we're going to take our compass and we're going to take the pointy end and place it at the point A. Okay. And then we're going to extend our compass all the way, more than half of the way. Okay, so it wouldn't be here, it's too small. It wouldn't be here, it's too small. More than half the way. So about, let's say about there, right? That's definitely more than half. Okay, so you want it to be there. And what we're going to do, I'm going to lock this. It's important that you lock it. And so what we want to do is we want to construct an arc. So I'm going to construct an arc here. Okay. I'm going to construct an arc. All right. Now that I've constructed this arc at point A, I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to do it. Where do you think? I'm going to do it at point B. Yes, I'm going to do it at point B. Okay, so now we want to construct an arc at point B. So let's do that. And so let's construct this arc at point B, ensuring that this arc that we construct at point B intersects the first arc at these two locations. And so wonderful. This is wonderful. Here we have 2 points where these arcs intersect, right here and right here. Next, we're going to take our ruler, right? We're going to take our ruler and we are going to draw a line directly through the points where the arc intersects. Okay? All right, so let's get our ruler and place it. Try to get it more straight than it is. Okay? Okay, and we're going to draw a line that cuts, that passes through the point where the two arcs intersect, or where the two arcs meet. Okay, so let us draw that line. Okay, it cuts there and it cuts there. Okay, and there we have it. So we have bisected the arc, we have bisected the line segment AB. And what does it mean to bisect? It means to cut it in half or to divide it into two sections. And we have divided the line into two equal parts, this part and the next part. So this line, we call this line the bisector. So there you have it. That is how you're going to go about using your ruler and compass to bisect the line segment AB.
All right, that's how you do it.
Beautiful.
Thank you. All right, so let's move on. This one is interesting. They want you to use this information to find highest common factor of the two numbers. Do not list out the multiples of 90 and sorry, do not list out the factors of 90 and 54. Use the we say prime factorization of these two numbers to find out what is the highest common factor. All right, so please do that for me. We should have answered, sorry.
I just guessing because I know how to do it the latter way. Don't know how to do it this way.
Okay.
But because everyone's quiet, I'm a guess 18.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a guess.
Is it 18?
Yeah, but I don't know if anyone else got something different.
Mm.
We can go with 18.
Basically, when you click on it and take around a screenshot, how you do it.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. All right. So let's go with 18. See what that. See how far that gives us. It is 18, and this is how we do it.
I can see the video.
All right, no problem.
Okay.
So the first thing that we do, let me just explain it.
We do. We I know what to do. Can I explain it?
Yes, go ahead.
We times all the numbers in the sequence. Then we divide by the ending number, like 5 or 3, and you get your answer.
Say it again.
We times all the numbers in a row. Then you divide by the ending number.
Okay. Um. All right. So what happens is, like, they already give us the prime factorization of 90, and they already give us a prime factorization of 54. That's already given. So if you're trying to do it this way, you have to figure what is the prime factorization of 90 and 54. That's the first thing, right? That is already given. Okay. Um, then we identify the common prime factors in the given numbers. We then multiply the common factors. The product of these common factors is the ACF. What I mean is, okay, so what is common? The 2 and the 2. So that counts as,
2.
so
Yeah.
these 2 counts as just 1, 2. All right. This 3 counts as just 1, 3. Right. This 3 counts, sorry, these these 2 3s counts as just 1, 3. All right. And so what is, now these are not common, so we don't worry about them. So what is, so it's going to be 3 times 3 times 2, right? And 3 times 3 is 9, and 9 times 2 is 18.
18.
18.
All right, and so,
That's ain't that how I get it though.
yeah, but that's how you do it using the prime factorization method.
Well, the way I did it is probably long because I multiply all of them by the ending number.
What you did? Can you hear me? I can't hear you, Nancy. Oh, that's my connection. This one, 75%. All right,
In a way.
all right,
Oh man.
all right. Go ahead, Nancy. I didn't hear you.
Oh, I said was okay. When I multiplied the numbers on all of them, I got the 90 and 54. So what I did was is I dropped the 5 and 3. I don't know, I just dropped it. If something tell me drop it. And then I multiplied what they had in common. So I did 2 times 3 times 3. I got 18, and I did it for the second one, and I got 18. So I said, okay, 18 is something that they have in common. So I'm gonna go with 18.
Okay, interesting. But I don't know
Yeah,
if
I
that
know.
works. I don't know if that works in general. You know what I mean?
I hope something like that don't come on the Bgcse because that's probably what I'm gonna do.
All you need to do, like I said in the
I just
example,
take what they have in common
Okay,
and
let's
multiply it.
consider
let me just
this
let me just
question.
watch this.
And the question states the following. Give 3 times 5 and
Go ahead.
numbers.
Yeah.
So here they have given us this information, and they want us to use this information some way, somehow, to determine what will be the highest common factor of these two numbers. So how do we do that, and what is the steps for that? Well, we continue as follows. First, let's notice that we are given the prime factorization of 90. That is very helpful, especially since that we need to find the highest common factor of these two numbers. They give us the prime factorization of 90. Notice that 2, 3, and 5, all of these are prime numbers, and so they've given us the prime factorization of 90. So we don't have to figure that out. And they have also been very generous to us because they've also given us the prime factorization of 54. The question is simplified because we are given this information forthright. We don't have to figure out using a tree or a table the factors, the prime factors of 90 and 54. So that makes it better and easier to solve. So now what we need to do is we need to determine what are the common prime factors between 90 and 54. We have them, but what are the common prime factors between 90 and 54? Notice that if we look at it carefully, we note that we have two. Both of these are common, so let's circle these, all right? What else is common? Well, we have 3 here and 3 here, so 3 is also common. But notice that we have 3 again, so that is also common between these two. And then finally, we have 5 and 3, which are not the same. And so we have 2, okay? We have 3, and we have 3 again, okay? So we have these common ones, and so what are we going to do with them? Well, in order to find the highest common factor, which is the HCF, abbreviated as the HCF, in order to find the highest common factor of 90 and 54, what we need to do is we need to multiply these numbers. So we're going to multiply 2 by 3, and then we're going to multiply, and we also have to multiply this as well. And notice that 2 times 3 is nothing else than 6. And we got to bring down the times 3, okay? Now, what is 6 times 3? Well, 6 times 3 is indeed 18. And guess what? There we have it. 18 is indeed the highest common factor between 90 and 54. So the highest common factor of 90 and 54 is indeed 18.
So that's how we do that, exactly like I was saying. Just focus on the common ones, all right?
Would that apply to the lowest common factor as well?
No. Lowest common
It
factor.
wouldn't?
No, lowest common factor. You see the ones that we didn't include? Not lowest common factor. No, you don't want, there's no such thing as lowest common factor. You mean lowest common multiple?
Yeah, sure that.
Yeah, for the lowest common multiple, we would include the 3. Notice that the 3 and the 5 that we didn't include, we would include them with the lowest common factor. I mean multiple.
Oh, okay.
CG.
So name a parallel line. So I name a line parallel to DH.
CG.
I agree.
CG.
Yeah.
CG.
Parallel. Oh, yeah.
That's the only one?
Yeah. You got B. Wait, can the ones on top are 1, 2?
Options that are correct.
You can scroll up. I can see the rest.
CG, and then you have, I think,
It's AE.
Let's do it in order. What's the first one?
CG.
CG. Do we have CG here?
Yeah, E.
Then is AE.
So C.
Oh, AE, my bad. AE.
AE. You want to go with AE?
Yeah, so.
Yes, sir. BF.
What else we have?
BF.
You want to go with BF?
Hold on, wait.
Sorry, parallel.
Say what's parallel to
Parallel
what?
to DH. This is DH.
Oh.
So we find lines that are parallel to DH.
Okay.
So we going with AE? You going with that?
I thought it was DC, was parallel to DC. Sorry.
They say
Yes, sir.
They want us to name about one that's parallel to DH. That's what they want us to do.
AE and CG.
You have BF and everything?
What else we need?
What about BF?
BF? BF. You want to go with BF?
No, Mr. T,
You asking me or you telling me?
like I would have DH. You could also go from like HD.
You asking me or you telling me?
I ask it.
I can't tell you that now.
I asked if like I would say name a line parallel to DH. You could go the opposite way, like from H to D.
H to D. I can't tell you now. I'll tell you later after the question.
Oh God.
I think that's it. I
You
know.
think that's it? So you think it's just CG and AE?
BF. I think it's BF too.
You think BF?
Okay.
Okay. That's it?
Don't go leave. Don't go leave.
Alright, so we can lock that in. See what happens. Alright, so y'all did not mention DH. So
Huh?
Hey, his. Why we have to mention that?
DH already mentioned in the question though.
that's true. That's true. We wouldn't use this. The DH is already mentioned. So the
Yeah,
only
it's
thing that
mentioned.
would be DH, AE, BF, and CG.
Oh my gosh, bro! I know, bro. Mr. T, I know it's BF.
Yeah, BF is included. Alright, moving right along. Alright, BC is vertical line. Name all other vertical lines.
Hold on. What?
You said B what?
A D E H F
E
G
D E F E H
Wait,
F
okay,
E
wait. Let's go one at a time.
E
Yeah.
D E H
Okay,
Okay,
so
first was F G.
FG,
E
Yeah.
H
FG, one at a time.
Yeah.
Vertical. Yeah.
What else?
E
A
H
D.
AD,
Yeah.
AD. What else?
What else,
E H
Cooper?
EH.
EH,
B C.
EH,
Yeah, and then you can do BC.
and
BC.
BC.
I don't think I put BC in this one. This is already easy.
And
Oh wow. Oh, because BC in the question. Never mind. I'll say it then. That's it.
That's it. Okay, so let's go. That's correct. Vertical lines is the ones that go what, up and down. So BC, AD, EH, and FG. Right? That's vertical lines. Alright, express the fraction 35 over 50 as a percentage. No calculators, please.
C is 70.
Okay, 70. Anyone want to second that or have another answer?
yeah, 70.
70.
It's 70.
Yeah.
Alright, they say 70.
Trust and obey.
All right. So the way how we get 70, for those who want to know, what we do is we say 35 divided by 50, multiplied by what? 100.
I divided by 7. Ain't no way.
You know that you're expressing a fraction as a
Why
percentage.
7?
Oh, you mean in terms of.
Reduce them.
No, you can't use 7.
That's how we got 70.
Let's cancel it with that. 5 goes in itself once, and it goes into 10 how much times? Twice. 35 times 2 is 70. Alright, so that's how we get that. Sorry. Revised about that. Alright, next up. Alright, from the table, from the numbers in the table, write the largest prime number.
$23. 23 is the largest prime number.
23 is the largest. Anyone else want to second it?
I agree.
You agree? Alright.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
I'll go with 23.
23, largest prime. What are prime numbers anyway?
No. Yeah.
What are prime numbers?
Numbers that could go into one in itself.
Numbers that only has 2 factors, one in itself. Okay, what are the, give me some other prime numbers from this list.
3.
3, yeah.
7.
7.
7,
5.
5,
That's it.
and
Yeah,
3.
and 5.
That's it.
23.
You can scroll down.
Yeah.
I don't get a screenshot at the bottom.
Okay, the bottom, the bottom. Okay, let's move on. From the table, write a cube number.
No.
Say it again.
No.
9. Anyone else want to second that or? You want a cube number from this book?
27 is a cube number.
27.
More pizza?
So is it 9 or
Yes.
27?
Wait, 27.
27. Okay. Nancy, you want to keep the 9 or you want us to go with the 27?
27.
It don't matter. I just guessed anyway. So
27. 27.
27.
yeah, try 27.
Yes.
Alright. Why is 27? Why?
Why is oh yeah, shoot. It's oh yeah.
Our food get diet.
Oh shoot. I thought you mean wait, oh yeah, Cube as in 3.
Cube number. So cube number.
I think it was square. I'm sorry.
Not square number.
That's me.
It's a cube number. Alright.
I was getting a little too comfortable, sorry.
So why is 27 a cube number?
Because 3 times
3
3
times 3 times
27.
27.
Yes, because 3 times 3 times 2 is 27.
Oh, super T. Oh, okay.
All right. From the numbers below, write a multiple of 6.
A.
Let me see.
A multiple of 6.
6,
It's
8,
A.
6,
Look up.
12, 18.
A multiple of
Oh
6.
my.
Only one?
Does you
6,
got
12, 18.
We only pick one or
yeah, you got 6, 12, and 18.
6. What else?
18.
18. 12. What else?
And 18.
12 and 18. It only allowed me to do 12, but 12 and 18 are correct.
Well,
Oh no, that's wrong. It's
what's
12
this?
and 18.
listen to I hope you ain't did it.
We getting 3 points. No, we getting 3
12
points.
and 18 are correct.
No, this
These are the multiples of. These are the multiples of.
12 times 6 times 12 is 72.
We
Alright.
getting 3 points, right? That's the same fair.
All right, moving on. We have. Say 3 point. This is a good question. I ain't gonna lie. Seaside Airline allows its passengers to travel with one bag and a carry-on at no extra cost. The second bag and all others are at an additional cost of $30 each. How much would a passenger with 3 bags and a carry-on have to pay?
Can I see the answers?
No, no.
Well, $60.
Okay, so those are the options.
I didn't read the question yet.
All right, we
Sorry, I gurned with A.
you're going with 8.
Yeah.
Sorry, one bag.
A is nice. I want cake, guys. We should go.
I think it's 8, 60. Hello?
I think
All right. So why we say it's you say it's A?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
I agree. I say
Okay. So the first bike is what?
a
Five.
free bag,
First bike is
a
free.
free.
It's free. The second
Carry
bike.
on.
The second bike is
Additional,
they have to pay $30 for the second bike.
additional.
It's three bikes to get all together. So the first one, they don't have to pay for it. The second one, they have to pay what? $30.
30,
$30.
They have to pay what? $30.
$30,
So 30 and 30 is.
60.
Right.
So the answer here is.
Oh shoot, I'm getting better at my basic math calculator. Stop it.
Okay.
Why you had to do that?
Mr. Petit.
Uh,
I saw what happened just now.
you answer what happened? The answer is 60.
You be sure you get them.
How I got 60? Okay, what I did was, remember it was three bikes. The first one is free. The second one is $30. And the third one is $30. So them together is 60. See what I'm saying?
Oh,
You got it?
yes, sir. I just wasn't there when you should answer.
Alright. Okay, so this is the next question here. Sorry, I don't know. So this is the first bike with
I get C. You continue listening about.
Mr. Petit, you here?
oh yeah. What's the answer?
I had this one the Cooper because without calculator, no. No.
No.
I think it's C. I did the working.
Without calculator, no sir.
No, just me.
I had this off to Kennedy and Cooper. They got this.
Actually, another coupon.
Thank you for believing in me.
No, you and Cooper got this question. I went to the next one. I just
Mr.
too much
Petit, check me
calculator.
out.
I'm Cooper now.
Alright, so what's the answer?
C.
Can I guess B?
You wanna guess B? Okay.
Yeah, just a guess.
No.
It's gram though. Gram, milligram.
Anyone else?
Say C.
C? Alright.
I see where this is going.
So we're gonna go with C. The answer is definitely C. Because if we look carefully, the bite weighs 7.85 kilograms. So moving from a big unit to a smaller unit, so we must what? Multiply by what?
1,000.
Multiply by
400.
1,000 sis.
What?
1,000. You did the work in love?
Grams to kilograms, we can multiply by 1,000.
Wait, hold
She did the
on.
work and she did the working and you. No way.
Oh, yeah. My
Yeah.
fault.
You did the working, my dear.
So, yeah, right.
Let me tell you why. You don't need a calculator for this.
I worked that out. I went to sleep.
What I'm saying is that just multiplying by 1,000. So all you need to do is move them a decimal place. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Okay.
Okay. I didn't know that. I only know the way
You
in now.
didn't know that. I teach this like
Mrs. Petit, I
it's
passed
like
this and I long gone from this.
uh, and when they come on your exam, you think they can bring conversion in paper one? That's what
I
they
know
do.
that I know they're bringing it, man. I ain't trying to get better at that. I'm sorry. I still trying to remember the acronym you use.
You mean knock him down and stuff? I mean,
Yeah, that one is different. I remember that time. So trying to get you know memorize the acronym.
all right. So let's move on.
Is there
So
like
the
a hint
key,
to this? Like, as in, let's say, if you see M, you automatically multiply by 1,000. Like, or if you see CM, you multiply by 10. Like, is there like a trick to this or something?
The
Any way
acronym.
you could cheat it?
The acronym, eh?
Pardon me?
The acronym.
Dear Lord.
The acronym.
Save me. Save me.
Hello.
I'm right now. All right, moving right along. So just multiply by 1,000. It's easy. Like if you're going from grams to kilograms, you know you multiply by 1,000 because grams skip three to get the kilograms. So that's how we do it. Continue. Right. Sally has had 120 candies. She shared 90% among her friends. How many candies did she share among her friends?
she a real friend, eh?
She's a real friend, is correct.
I was giving him like maybe 5%.
90%, she said. That's majority.
B?
You say B, one away.
B. I say, yeah, I'm sorry, why she don't want Cali.
Yeah, it's B. I agree.
All right, so let's go with B. Anyone else with a different answer?
I have a different answer.
What's your answer?
It's B.
F?
Where you find F?
What you on tonight, though?
He said you want a different answer. F isn't there, so it indicates that it's B.
All right. All right, so let's check see if B is the answer. Fingers crossed. It actually is B. All right, so 90%. Oh, we do 90% of what? 90%, which is 90 over 100, right? Of 120
Of 120.
divided by 1. The zeros cancel out, right? And the 0 here cancel out as well. So we get 9 times 12, which is what? 108. All right, moving right along. All right, Sally had 120 candies. She shared 90% among her friends. If each friend received 6 candies, how many friends did she share with?
A.
A, Adrian.
And she's correct.
You got that?
I agree with 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 with.
You agree with her?
I profoundly agree.
I say 18.
You say 18? Okay. How do we get to 18? We what?
Bye.
Divide.
Divide by um
What?
we divide by 6, right? So 108 divided by 6 to get that. Alright, so let's move on. Alright, I like this question. They like to give questions like this. They said that the perimeter of the rectangle above is 112 centimeters. The length is 30. Calculate the width. Alright, so let me show you the options that we have. And there we have that question. Are y'all there?
Doing the working, doing the working.
Is that all the answers there? A, B, C.
Yeah, ABC.
Okay, I guessing A.
You guessing A?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if you times 30 by 2,
Mm-hmm.
and then you might, because it's a perimeter.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I doing slow math, okay? No calculator. So times it by 2, and then you minus 60 from 112, sorry, and then you divide that by 2.
I get B.
You get B? Okay.
Hold on, can I use the calculator just to check?
No.
No.
Let me just check if
No.
my math
No.
right.
No.
No.
How I agree if I don't know what I doing?
I say sleepy
Ask
calculator.
God.
They would know if you use the calculator.
I will change my answer.
I think
Please.
it's B.
I go with B. I seal in B. Sorry.
Student B.
Yeah, if I am sealing 26.
I push in B.
I got 26 without trying this calculator thing. This is tedious, man. I can't understand.
You see how we
I
feel,
want
right?
to operate.
You get a taste of how it feels.
This is no, because I got the wrong answer. Now I had to go, because I didn't divide it. So this is too tedious, you know?
And B.
I swear I'm trying to do this. This is awful.
So we're going
I
with B.
graduated doing this. Yes, B.
Hmm.
B.
How many people can do this? This is
All
so
right.
much.
Aha!
So the idea.
Aha! I was wrong.
You get it, Kennedy.
All right. So the idea here is that remember what perimeter is, right? So perimeter is the distance. Oh my goodness, I shouldn't pause it. Perimeter is the distance all the way around um, this shape. Okay, that's what the perimeter is. We already know that this is 30. It seems like this is a rectangle, like they said, so this must also be 30. Okay, and so we don't know what this one is. So we call it W. We don't know what it is. And we don't know what that is, and so we call that both sides W. We don't know what it is, and so, but we know that whatever this is and this is, they must be the same. And so we know what we're gonna do is we're gonna add 30 and 30 to give us what? 60. So 30 plus 30 is 60. But we know that we need to get 112 as the total. So obviously what we're gonna do here is gonna take away, we're gonna subtract 60 from 112, right? And what that give us? 60 minus 112, what did y'all get?
52.
52.
But 52 is not what the width is, right? Because it's shared between this side and this side.
And that side. Yeah.
So that's why we have to divide it by 2.
These take so long, man. Ugh.
Divided by 2, that's going to be 20.
Nancy, that didn't take that long.
What is it?
Thank God I didn't.
What's the answer?
26.
26.
It easy, but it long.
My way was different.
Because I use the division thing, that symbol you do like the one in and the outside thing. I do that in years. Doing that now is like I enter into a whole dimension. Nancy is taking long.
All right, definitely. That's how we do it. For this question, continue. All right. John bought 3 books at $149 each. How much did he pay altogether?
$4. Wait, see.
Say it again.
Wait.
It's
See.
C. C.
I lost it. See.
Yeah, complete.
That's all.
Sound confident.
Hold on.
You still working? What's happening?
It's C. It's C. We don't found it.
Yeah, I locked it in my C.
It's C. C. I say the last one.
Okay, so we locking in what?
C.
Okay. All right, so let's go with C. All right, so I don't think we have to go over this, right? What we're doing is multiplying 3 by 149, right? Continue. What's the difference between using option 1 and option 2?
What you say?
What's the difference between using option 1 and option 2?
What was the last price from option 1?
$4 and 7 cents.
How much cents?
Something 7.
47?
Yeah.
Okay, my locking in. No. Could you scroll down, please?
Scroll down.
I locking in B.
B? Okay.
We would scroll up to the question.
No problem.
We could scroll down to the answer.
Okay, sure. What's the answer? You all got it yet?
I don't know if Kennedy or Cooper would get say the answer.
I didn't know what to do.
I got B, but I don't know if they want to try it.
Okay. You don't know what to do? Let me give that option. All right. Remember last time we got what? We got 1. We got 4. What?
I think 4.47.
Okay. Let me just go with an answer.
Oh, for-
B.
Yeah.
They have the answer.
Yeah, I said B.
Okay, B is correct. Notice that the first option was 447 because that's what. So for option 1, it's 149 each. So if you do, remember we got 3 of these would be what? We got that already. 4.47.
47.
I mean, no, 3 of these is what?
4.35.
5. And so we subtract these two. All right, and so if we subtract them, we get 12 cents.
Yeah.
Okay, Kennedy?
Oh.
Understand?
I was trying to figure.
I get the simplest thing.
So, Mr. Seed, option 1. That was
Wasn't different, Kennedy?
Because I thought that if I multiplied the 3, 4, 4, 35, then subtract it by
$4.47. I'll get the answer. I did that.
I subtract because it's a difference.
Difference.
That was my key point. I was like, okay, different. This is subtract 2 points. Subtract. No way.
I did the simplest thing wrong.
Okay, let's move on.
Right, what time moving on to the Bgcse?
Once we finish this, we only on number 14.
Oh,
Last time it was quite easier. In which week was the largest number of CDs sold?
Week 1. Week 1.
1 A.
But I want y'all to see these type of questions too, because I don't want them to catch y'all off guard on paper 1. So that's also why I'm doing this. Because paper 1 looks very similar to this.
But my question is everyone else part like, because you only have a very few, only 2 BJC kids participating.
There's be
Yeah.
here. Don't mind them. Not talking. There's be here.
That one did they understand, because apart from me and Bethel, excluding us because we BGCSE, I was just asking.
Week 4. Week 4 sold release.
Didn't even see as a new question. In which week? Week 4.
Okay, let's go.
Week 4.
Which week was the least? Week 4. How many more CDs were sold in week 3 than week 2?
B.
That's a guess. Hold on. Week 3 is, hold on, let me swim in. That's 80, and then week 2 is 50, 80 minus.
B is 30.
B.
30. Yeah, locking in B.
B.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I totally agree. I utterly agree.
Okay.
Is it petite?
Yeah, I read it.
You go so silent. I can't figure if you get kicked off again.
Mr. Lucy, could you excuse me just for like about 5, I think 6 minutes?
Was it 30?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
they said 30.
So,
All right, I'm just gonna step out for a minute.
okay. Alright. Calculate the value of the letter angle. So I want what y is.
Can I say the question first?
You could scroll on here if you want to.
My answer is C. Even though I stepping out, my answer is C.
C.
You want
All
to see the
right.
answers?
Hey, what is this?
C.
Well, God.
I think it's. I saw C with my answer in it. You can show that, Mr. Petit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I going with C. Yeah, I really gone now.
I don't want to talk no more. I thought it was A.
So that is A. All right. How do we get well, you say C, so let's try it. Okay, it is C. And the way how we get that is because if you look carefully, I don't want to move it. So we know angles in a quadrilateral must add up to what?
360.
360. Very good. And so, well, we'll do 360 minus what?
230. And you add
115.
1.
So we're gonna add these two, right?
Yes, so.
So 115 plus 115. And so it's gonna be 360 minus what? What is 115 minus 115?
I mean, plus 230.
I mean, sorry, 115 plus 115.
230.
230.
230, very good. And then 230 minus 360 is what?
130.
130.
30. But then this 130 have to be shared again into both y's, right? Agree?
Oh, right.
Yeah. So that's why we have to divide it by
2.
divided by 2. You understand that?
I will get that answer if I did check my working.
Yeah.
Because I know you're supposed to divide by 2 and all of them stuff, but.
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
All right, moving right along. So it is 65 indeed.
Since you realize it's 732.
I realize that. I want to finish this paper though. All right. Calculate the value of the letter of R.
I get it.
Hold on, I have answer.
Okay, what's the answer? Oh, sorry,
You
I
could,
didn't
I
get
get
the
it.
answer.
I get,
What you get?
I get 30.
What you get?
A, A,
Say it again.
30, A,
A.
is it do you guess?
You say 8, which is 30.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Oh,
All right. How do you get that?
I add 70 and 80, and then
80, then subtracted by
I
180.
subtract it from 180.
Okay, very good. Exactly. So it's gonna be 30. All right, moving right along. All right, simplify the following expression.
B.
Hold on.
My word.
No, I disagree. I mean C. Oh gee. Where am I?
Anyway, my answer
C,
is
C, C, C. I'm so sorry.
because I know where 11Z come from, but anyways, I got C.
No, for real, like I see. No, no, I didn't see the small thing on mine. So when I zoomed in, I noticed that it was Z. So I had to say C. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, I need help. Yeah, Lord. I need to see. I need glass. I don't want to go on no glasses though.
Clearly, you need
All
it.
right. So how do we get to C?
Be praying for Nini Nancy. Be praying.
All right. So we add the like terms, which is the m's. So it's going to be the 8 and 3 is 11, and 6 minus 2 is 4. So 11 m. That's 4. All right. And next up. Mhm. So, oh, I lost my connection. So the wait.
The man of the hour has arrived.
Well, 3 hours is alright.
3 hours. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. My apologies.
So you teaching to yourself all the time or no?
No, 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 no. I realized that, you know, it was disconnected. Okay, but we good. All right, let's see. So I think the last question was on 17, right? With the simplifying thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All
See.
right, so let's see. All right.
So, Mr. TP, just a quick question. So we could be in Bgcse all night then?
No, we can transition over.
Because look at the time, you guys. We got 8 o'clock. We got English.
Not quite. I'll extend it a bit more. And y'all got whole Sunday, so you know.
Yeah. Okay. All right then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, whole Sunday. Come on, man.
Whole Sunday. Yeah.
What?
Literally.
Literally.
I know figurative and not.
All right. So what is this? 18. I know you all night, Mr. Floyd, the Bethel.
My ATP just start coming in.
Okay. All right.
I guess see.
Let them go confused in the chat saying ATP. Just say energy, man.
I know, right?
People, let us line us vibrate.
Yes.
Like, come on, bro.
Are we supposed to be taking biology, right?
Yeah, I understand what you mean, but I was like, what happened to your throat? With energy and throat?
He was very concerned.
I guess say you want to vibrate, man.
Anyway, go ahead. What's the answer?
I guess
What's the answer? What do I get?
I got C.
You got C. All right. Anyone else want a second up?
Yeah, I suppose it's C.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I calculated though. Yeah. 2 times 3 is 6 minus 5 is, and then plus 6. Okay, that's 11. Yeah.
1 decade later.
All right. So we think it's C.
Yes,
All right.
sir.
All right. How do we get C? All we do is substitute, right? So
2 times.
F is
3.
3. So 2 times 3 is 6. G is 5. And H is 10. So 10 and 5 is 15. And 2 and I all get 18.
See?
11.
Reset.
Maybe look like I'm saying now, because
I get 10. 10.
How 10?
no,
I think I get 10. No, hold on, wait. No, I could be wrong. I could.
Oh,
Isn't it 6? 6.
2 times 3, right?
6 minus 5 plus 10.
Minus what is
It's 11.
5 plus
How the answer in there?
10. No, the answer is there. That's my bad. Gee, you wanna round me like that, you don't.
Alright, just ask.
You cost me second guess myself too. I thinking so. What? It gets
6
10.
minus 5 is what? 1.
1.
Once you get 10, so we have down.
No, sir. I didn't get that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't. Do not do that to me. Do not.
You say you get 10.
I said
D.
no. He said it's not 11. The answer isn't there. So I said what is 10?
D.
So you get 10 then.
No, I asked him if it's 10 then. If it ain't 11.
Sure. 11.
All right. It is 11.
Stay there. I'm sorry you get spirited away again.
I am right here. I am right here. I don't know what you think it is.
Miss Mitty, you can't go quiet because every time you go quiet, we think you interrupt again.
Oh, okay.
Or at least move your thing
My
on.
cursor. My cursor. All right. So off for D.
Is that a plus sign or division sign?
That's a plus sign.
Okay. A. I go with A.
You going with A? Okay.
Yeah, sure. I go with A2.
All right.
Hey.
A. Okay.
Four. Only 8.
A. Okay. A is 4.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. So let's actually do it. So it's gonna be 3D plus 6 equals 18. We're trying to isolate D, so we're gonna send the 6 over. This is gonna be what? 18
And
minus
6.
6. Yeah.
This
3D.
is
3D equals to what is 18 minus 6?
12.
12. Divide both sides by 3. Divide both sides by 3. D is equal to what? 12 divided by 3, which is 4.
You get that.
You got it? Okay. Alright, so it's 4. Are we done with this paper yet? Okay, we're done. Good.
Yay! Well, we get all right, right?
We didn't get all right, obviously.
Yes, he did.
No, you had to give us 3 points for that other one.
Yeah, that one was too long.
You only
With
got,
2 wrongs.
you got all right? I don't really think about it.
Yes, we
Oh, we
did.
got all right.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Because Nancy, we gotta put her to the 10.
Cough, cough.
You.
What you trying to say?
No,
Just be direct, You gotta
Stop.
sneak nothing. Be direct, man. What
Tell me
it
the
is?
truth. Tell me the truth.
What it is? You can say it, I can take anything. I check skin. Come on, man. That's what you gotta say.
All that bark and no bite.
Tell me the truth. That's all.
It's cool though. It's cool though. Everything good.
Alright, so now we finished with that. Um, let's move.
Steve, you never answered my question.
Oh, that man, you still want me to answer that? I just haven't paid attention to it, to be honest. But
Yeah, too simple. I know.
it ain't nothing to, those answers are generally straightforward. So we did this. Did we do these? 2016? No, I don't think we did these. Okay, so we did the We did the, finding the inverse of this. The last thing we was on this was finding the minus factor. If we need to find h of 3, what would we do for a? How would we do that? H of 3.
Pardon me?
If you want to find h
The
of 3,
value.
what would we do?
We want to find h of t. Hold on. So I confused. We're using the first question, I presume. Using this one right here would say THT.
H of t, yes.
So we would like put 3 into, so it would be like 3, if it's 3H, we automatically would carry 3H over and then carry the 7 across. So negative 3H minus 5T would be, give me a minute to calculate. It's a quick question. Is where 5 is T3 as well?
Where 5 is?
Yeah. Is T3?
Yeah, T is 3. Yeah. Very good.
I think my answer wrong because I got negative 8 over 5.
Negative 8 over 5. You're supposed to get that. Anyone else for h of 3?
Because if you put, I do something wrong. Because if 3 times H would be give you 3H, right?
Say it again.
3 times H would give you 3H, right?
3 times h is okay. No. What you do? Oh, I see a problem. It's a function, and so if you look carefully,
I solve it like an equation.
yeah, you solve it like equation. It's a function, so the idea is that we're using the function h of t. So
It's like, gee.
yes,
Okay, I see my mistake.
so it's gonna be equal to 7 minus what 5 times what 3.
Yeah.
And that's gonna
actually worked it out.
You actually try to solve it.
Yeah.
So 7 minus what is 3 times 5?
15.
15. I give us what?
Negative 8.
Negative 8. Very good.
Oh, so I just stopped at negative 8.
Stop at negative 8.
So would they mark me if I just continue? Like, because I have negative 8, right? But I still went on trying to get them like, I can stop at negative 8 then. -8. I can erase everything. Same thing goes for B.
Now for B is different. All right. So how do we find T? Over here.
Would it be 13/3? Oh, you should share your screen.
Okay. Sorry. Would it be what?
I get 13/3.
For T?
That's for B. I get 13/3.
13/3. Now for this one, okay, for this one we're trying to find T when K of T is equal to 9. So the idea with this one is that, let me show you what's happening. So we want to find which value of T gives us, need K of T, so we need that. Yeah. Good. Alright, so I think we're ready. So we know that this is K of T, and they're telling us that K of T equals to 9. And so, well, K of T is 9, and so now we have 9 equal to, let me do it properly. So we first write K of T, right? That equals to 4 plus T divided by what? 3.
3.
K of T is 9, so substitute 9 there.
What?
Equal to 4 plus T divided by 3. We put the 9 over 1. And then we cross multiply, of course.
Ouch. I failed.
What is 9 times 3?
27.
27. 1 times 4 plus T. It's going to be 4 plus
T.
Send the 4 over.
Ouch.
27
minus 4 equals T.
Yeah.
So
T equals to 27 minus 4.
23 equals T.
So T is equal to 23.
Oh, but the entire thing equals to T?
Yeah, so K of T is 9.
That's where I gone wrong.
Yeah.
I hate this man. Okay.
Wow, that's like the first thing I did intuitively.
No, but every time I do it, I don't know. It's like my algebra ain't working today. Press T.
I almost told myself because it comes so natural.
That's a good thing. At least you got an upper hand on this one. T equals.
All us could pass our exams anyway. So.
Yeah, we will. Let's get A. I come in agreement with you. Get A.
I mean, you could get an A plus.
Same thing. We still getting an A. So okay, the basically, what you're saying is right. So when we see for an example, if if R was there and then we have K in brackets R equals 9, we would automatically know that okay, it's 9.
Say it again.
Okay, so every time we see B the way it is, we would know that the entire thing is 9.
Yeah, the entire thing.
And then so the part A, when it just had T as 3, then we know it's different.
Yes, it's different. It's different because it's.
I want to be able to tell a difference. You know what I mean?
The function, yeah. All right, so that's the difference. So, let me see something. So 2016, okay. Good. All right, now this is what we did for the first one. We found that's how we got the -8. For this one, K of T is 9. I did it the opposite way, but it's still the same thing. We write what we have for K of T cross multiply. T is 23. Now here we have to find a simplified expression for K H of T. What that one is
two of the equations combined.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
which one is the parent function, which one is the baby?
Oh, so it's like four functions.
The first one, baby.
KH. You want us to work it out?
Yeah, go ahead. Alright, so let's get done. Scoopy dead quiet. Kennedy dead quiet. Man, I'm pretty lost. What? Alright. What y'all get for that one?
Do you get kicked out?
One minute, I'm still working it out.
Yeah,
Give me 1 minute. I almost done.
That's I just said I didn't hear y'all, and then I realized I said, wow, the thing.
Internet bad today.
Say it again.
I said internet bad today.
I don't know. It just in and out.
Is it 7 minus 5 plus t squared?
7 minus 5 plus t squared. Okay. Anyone wanna second that?
Do you just put the 7 minus 5t and then open the bracket and then put with k of ts, which is 4 plus t over 3?
So I get
Or we
2
substitute the
plus
t.
t squared.
Say it again.
I get 2 plus t squared
Okay.
after I minus 7 and 5.
Okay.
Should I work out the t squared or no?
I mean, what could you do with it?
I can just keep that and see how you do it.
Okay. Let's see. K of t. Well, so we know what k of t is. K of t is this function, and so we have to put h of t inside of t. Right. That's the idea. And so if you look carefully, k of h of t is simply k, but with h inside. All right. So h inside. And so I just put h where t is supposed to be. So h of t. So 4 plus h of t. And then it's going to be 4 plus 7 minus 5t divided by 3. And then we know 7 plus 4 is 11. Plus 11 minus 5c over 3.
I don't understand that.
You understand? You don't understand that? Okay, let's do it.
No.
You know that.
Oh, I see.
What do you say?
Like I'm so confident. I follow your steps and everything. I get it wrong.
I do that, but I do it
You
the
tried.
opposite way.
No, because I feel embarrassed.
K of t.
I was so confident.
What ht of k?
We
Like
want
you couldn't tell me I didn't master function.
we want what we want is we want k h of t.
And t.
Now what's that saying? That's saying that what? K is the parent and the baby is going
And
to be what? H of t, isn't it?
h of t.
So the baby is t. All right. So that means that wherever we see t, because that's the function itself, like this is the only thing that's replaceable, t is. So instead of t itself, we have a whole function in there. So wherever we see t, we'll put h of t. And so instead of writing 4 plus t, it's going to be 4 plus h of t. All right, 4 plus h of t.
Why you put 4?
Because it's a part of the function.
What? No, I don't understand.
Okay.
No. Because you said h. H is ht. Isn't that equal to 7 and negative 5t?
Okay. Don't run ahead of the horses, right? Now after we have h of t, then we say what is h of t? H of t is what? H of t is 7 minus 5t, right?
So what happened to the other t?
divided by 3. What other t?
The bracket T.
What bracket t?
Okay, TH. When you have H in it.
Mean this?
Yeah, so what happened to that T?
This t?
Yeah.
This t is for, look, this can be written as this. So what this is saying, all it is saying is that with them being close like that, they're saying that take h of t and put it inside k.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So we take h of t and we put it inside k. All right? So take this function and put it inside k. That's all I'm saying. So it's the same thing. So for example, if I ask you to do, excuse me, k of 4, what you would do? Not k of 4 because that's kind of confusing. Let's say k of 5. I ask you to do k of 5, right? Wherever you see t, you will put what?
5.
5. Good. So it's gonna be 4 plus 5 over what? 3, right? So it's the same thing. Pretend like h of t is 5. So instead of writing, so pretend like, so just like how we have k of 5, we have k of h of t. And it's like how we substitute 5 here, we put h of t here. Right, it's the same thing. And then, but we know what h of t is. H of t is this.
So you left the T, and then you just add the 5?
What?
To T?
No, don't look at this as multiplication in any sense. This is a function, and this is the definition of the function. Right? We literally replace 5. It's just like having 5 here and 5 here, right? If you're doing k of 5, you would put 5.
Because I got T squared, because I add the T's.
No, this is a function, right? This function, you have to tell me what the function is. It tells us that yes, the function is equal to 7 minus 5t. That's what the function equals. And so you have to put 7 minus 5t there, right?
So that's what the HT represent.
Yeah, that's what HT represents. 7.
Oh, okay. Now I'm getting it now.
Yeah.
I was confused with the HT.
Yeah, that's a common mistake. You're not alone with that. Students all around the world has made the same mistake. And I don't mean that as a joke, I mean literally, that's a common mistake. It's usually confusion with that.
Oh, this working for nothing.
So 7 plus 4 is what? 7 plus 4 is what? 11.
11.
Minus 5c. Divided by what?
3.
By 3. Okay, so that's how we do that.
So it's basically just substituting
H of t.
Can we get more practice with functions, please?
So I finished with this?
Yeah, we finished.
That's it?
That's it.
Oh no!
It ain't hard. It's not hard.
Well, that's really easy. Don't make it hard.
Yeah.
Preach.
That's all I can say.
Alright, so yeah, it's past my marks, so that's English. I gave some homework. Nancy's the only one who sent
Sorry.
kudos, Nancy.
Wow, Nancy, you really are an inspiration to us all.
She really is. She's more than inspiration. Really? More than inspiration.
Oh yeah.
Y'all doing it, man. I look up to y'all, you know. Y'all keep them my toes.
Okay, so this was the homework. Yeah. Okay. Oh, nice handwriting. Warrant. Only one warrant? Come on.
How much you want? I didn't know how much you wanted.
Come on, man. There's so much warrants from this. All right. I like this one. This one is nice in light of uh, what's it
My
say?
handwriting, I'm still working
I
on
like
it.
that thing under homework.
You like
It
what?
looks nice.
Yeah, you like how
This
I like
thing,
a style. Wow, Cooper, that's the first time I ever hear you complimented Nancy on anything.
oh my
For
god.
real.
Wow, guess
It's
she's
called
turning a new leaf.
writing.
I guess you're turning over the new leaf, eh? Yeah, being bitter and it doesn't help her.
I just don't have nothing to say. Like to
All right, so we can separate this argument.
Kill them with success.
Kill them with it. That's how you do it, eh? All right, so let's do the homework. So
I get all y'all. No love lost. No love lost. No love lost. No
remember
love
with this
lost.
one, we dealt with Toulmin's model for analyzing arguments, and we said that his model consists of three components. The first is the claim, that is, you state your position. The second is support, provide support and evidence. And the third part of his, model for analyzing arguments is the warrants. And we say that the warrants is unstated beliefs, values, or inferences that they don't say, but it's implied, right? In what they say. And we do a lot of warrants when we talk to each other and even when we speak, especially in the Bahamas, if no place other, right? So this is what we assume that the audience knows or that the audience has in common with us. This is an assumption, right? We don't know for sure, but we're like more than likely they take this for granted. More than likely they agree with this, and that's how we normally speak, right? Sometimes, and that's important. That's important that we speak that way because otherwise we won't say nothing except explain everything we just said. So some things we just take for granted, right? We just assume that you believe it, and we work from that idea, right? And so that's what we mean when we say warrants. And so it's interesting to see how we can deal with these questions. So so the first question says, if we don't stop immigration to Bahamas, soon you won't be able to buy Bahamian food at the Fry Fish. So what is the claim?
So we should stop immigration?
Stop immigration. Okay, yeah, we should stop. I like that. Stop immigration in the Bahamas. What's the support?
There will be no food available at Fish Fry?
Yeah, that would be if we don't stop immigration in the Bahamas. I say you're laughing already. If we don't stop immigration in the Bahamas, there
I was so close to witness, honestly.
will be uh
Sound controversial.
controversially. I like these sort of topics. There'll be a
This
shortage.
type of conversation is when if you say the wrong thing, you'll definitely get canceled. So you have to be careful.
If we don't stop immigration in the Bahamas, there will be a shortage.
Of food.
It's a you won't be able to buy food. No, to buy Bahamian food at the Fry Fish. We got to be careful. So
I said no. I said
you can't say
there'll be
shortage.
no food available. I said no food available.
No, he didn't say no food available now. Listen to his claim, his support. Not that there won't be any food, but there won't be any Bahamian food. So you would have food.
Yeah,
You
at
would have
Fish
food,
Fry.
but you won't have Bahamian food. So there will cease to be a supply of Bahamian food at.
Like, what do you mean by that? You mean like the culture will change because of more people coming in the Bahamas because of
Well,
immigration?
I'm trying to figure out what immigration have to do with the food.
Oh, stay there then.
I was
Stay there.
trying to as I was doing it, I was trying to. Okay, hold on. What immigration have to
Doing
do with charge?
everything going from crab and rice to grill and rice.
Well, okay, I hear the
But for true, are all
okay,
them foreigners at Fish Fry?
okay. Well,
Yes.
first of all, um, let's listen to their claim. Their claim is we should stop immigration Obamas, right? Um,
Uh-huh.
their support is that they're saying if we don't stop immigration Obamas, there will cease to be there will cease to be will cease to be a supply of aiming food at Fish Fry. That's their support, right? And Nancy's trying to figure out how does um how does immigration have to do with food? And
Well, I think she should take a trip to Fish Fry and see with her two eyes what's going on down there.
no, I would answer it. I answered in the following. Let's be more formal with our answers. Like I could see that immigration and food does have a correlation in the sense that, or let's say association, in at least one sense. In this sense that, well, when immigrants come to the Bahamas, they bring along their culture, right? And culture is music, and culture is food as well. And so what this, you know, what this argument is basically,
Happy Flag Day, by the way.
um,
I thought that was last week.
no, that's today.
Oh, that
Oh,
was
It has
yesterday.
today.
Respect.
And so if and so there's a correlation in that sense. So that's what um this writer is hitting at. Before we even talk about our opinions on the subject, I just want us to take this this argument and just tear it down. Let's not influx our opinion yet. We can have a discussion for that. I want to hear your opinions on certain things, but for now, let's just look at the claim, look at the support, and then let's look at the warrants. Okay. So what does the reader expect us to take for granted?
I my
Our
warrant
legacies.
is
Legacy.
I my warrant is I was being a little vague. I just put local food is preferred
Okay,
by many.
that's true. That's a good warrant because he is assuming, because he or she, we'll just call him a he, right? He's assuming that this is a necessarily a bad thing, right?
Yeah,
And
I'm trying to learn to food. I was like, okay, if Fish Fry is like a Bohemian place, I would think local food is something that we go there for. So I was thinking in that kind of angle.
yeah, I think that we can make the case that he's assuming that um that I mean, let's be honest, he didn't. We don't have enough information to quantify um if he says it's a bad thing. Um, so we can't say that because really we don't have the rest of the paragraph to know if he's saying it's a good thing or a bad thing. So we can't even say it's, but it sounds like it just sound. No, we can't say that because then otherwise we'll be putting our own. We only have one sentence, so we can't.
So we'd be prejudiced.
Yeah, we'd be biased if we say he is saying that local food is preferred because um and even his claim, we shouldn't even say his claim is we should. All he said is we, if we don't stop immigration in Bahamas, soon soon you won't be able to buy payment food at Fish Fry. He never said it was a bad thing or a good thing. So we can't say we should stop immigration in Bahamas like Diana's claim, I mean, that's not what he said. You understand? He just said if you don't, then this would happen. He never said if
So
you
what
don't.
is his claim then?
That's a good question. He never said, okay, if you. He never said, okay, we should stop. All he said is, if you don't stop it, you won't be able to buy. That's all he said. If you don't stop it, you won't be able to buy. So he never stated we should stop it. All he said is, okay, if you don't stop it, here's what happened. He never said, and then he never said if he believes it's a good thing or a bad thing. So we don't have enough information to say. Um, so his claim is what? What's his thesis?
If we don't stop.
If we don't stop the immigration, we won't have the human food at fish fry.
That's all. Yeah, that's his claim. He don't provide no support for it. He don't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if we don't
we have
stop
to.
immigration,
He said if
we won't be able to purchase or buy.
if we don't stop immigration from us, there will cease to be supply of payments for the fish fry. Support? He gives no support. He don't give no he don't support that statement. Warrant. Well, the biggest warrant is that
Baby food is on a decline. Can I put
no,
that?
we can't even say that because that ain't necessary. That's not necessary warrant. No,
Uh,
he didn't say that. He just say if you do this, so if you don't stop doing this, then this would happen. So he never said. One a biggest warrant is that we should trust his knowledge. Because I mean, we should assume that what he's saying is true, right? And so if we assume what he says is true, then that means that we need to trust him, right? And um, so the warrant is that we should trust his knowledge. Now, that's debatable, right? But that's the assumption that he's making. Um, okay, so someone asked him to join the meeting. Okay, Deshaun. Okay. Okay, let's go back to this.
So when is the time we put our own opinion in?
We gotta finish dissect the thing first. Any more warrants?
but how are we supposed to come up with a one if you have no support?
You can come with a warrant. Yeah, with no support. We just on the claim. But he's also assuming that he's giving us new information. Like
Is
we
it
don't
true
get.
though?
That's another thing. That's another whole different class of it. We ain't talking about true or not. Just looking at
No, I just saying because he ain't get no support. So how am I supposed to believe him
that's what I'm
if he
saying.
has no support?
No, but he is making that. You have to make that assumption because, I mean, um, he is he is he wouldn't be making a he wouldn't try to make a false statement. You know, he wouldn't try to make a false statement. You know, um, and so yeah, so
Knowingly.
yeah, knowingly, right? So
Hmm.
he's at least not lying, but he's not. He might not be telling the truth, but he's at least not lying. Anyway, so we don't know this information. That's his assumption. Because if we did know, he wouldn't have to tell us. Um, um, I guess another warrant is you care about the distribution of food or distribution, or we say the diversity, right? I think diversity is the best word. Diversity and variation No, I can't say that. You care about the.
I don't write the three words you just had, Mr.
No,
Fatigue.
sorry.
What is it?
I thought it's only me. And
What is it? Like,
I'm
I have
thinking.
distribution,
what
diversity,
word do you say?
preservation. Which one do you say?
You care about the nature of food supply and
Original nature? All right.
fish fry, right? So, so he's making an assumption that you care about. You actually care about the food at fish fry. You may not, but that's the assumption, right? That you actually care about what goes on. You actually cares about what happened at fish fry, right? Uh,
So that all that includes you actually go to fish fry or not, right?
I mean, whether you go to fish fry or not, you don't. You would still
I
care about something in
passed
the
it. I
food.
never went inside.
I don't even know where that place is, to be honest. Um, you care about the nature of food supply at fish fry. Okay, so it's warrants. I can't think of any other warrant. If you don't still come to fish.
So add those in this then.
Say it again. No, we passed that. We on Tolman's arguments. Tolman's model.
No, I mean in this statement.
If ethos isn't it?
Yeah.
Ethos? No,
Yeah.
there's no ethos. We could talk about that. There's no ethos. None. Absolutely none. I mean, if we want to be deep, we could find shades of it, but you know, more like logos. We could find logos, but not ethos. And even the logos is weak.
So one ethos is appeal to authority.
No, ethos is you could look at it like that, but ethos is more establishing credibility, right? So Ian establishes
Okay.
Ian tell me why I should believe in him. I know who he is. Um, yeah, that's all I could think about for this one. All right, so discussion. I guess. Do you think his claim is true?
I don't think. I know.
You know his claim is true. Okay. What do you mean?
I know because his claim, the scale is already surpassed just fish fry.
Let's see this video. Help me out.
What's that?
Help me out. Like, don't be big. I don't think like if you're saying something.
You could barely find Bahamian food at fish fry as it is,
Okay.
and that's even more so of restaurants, especially bar restaurants around the Bahamas.
Mhm.
So it's really a scarce thing now. So it is true that the immigration kills out the Bahamian food population
Wait a minute.
in that sense.
Population.
Say payment food population. All right. Anyone wanna speak to that?
I get what Mr. Beck is saying because of immigration, more local Bahamians will like accept more of immigrant culture than rather their own culture, so they'll like, cease in a way.
I disagree. Well, two of them. I don't know. I can't argue on fish fry. I never been, but as in wide range, I would say that you could go to local places and get Bahamian dishes. You know, just that. Yeah, you could go some
It's
places and
very
get.
scarce. I say not completely depleted. It's very scarce. More than likely, you would stumble upon a Bahamian place, but the food they're actually selling is not Bahamian food.
True, but at the same time, if you just if you really know what is, if you have to know the Bahamian culture in order to say you want Bahamian food, because if you don't know what it is, then you don't know what is Bahamian food.
Mm,
And at this way, we'll never know.
mm,
PK. Okay, that's my. I don't know. I can't like a fish pie, but I just saying as in Bahamian wise, you have to really know what is the Bahamian national dish and stuff. Because some
mm.
people don't know. They don't know peas and rice is the national dish. They don't know
And,
that.
and this is
So you gotta educate them on what is the Bahamian national dish, and then tell them what is the
and
Bahamian
this one
culture.
is warrants that he assumes that we are a Bahamian that knows about Bahamian food.
I guess that. I guess so. I guess a warrant it would be like, um, he is assuming that we don't stop immigration violence, so we don't be able to buy Bahamian food. I don't want to put more to him than what he has. Um, you don't have to be a Bahamian reading
It's
this.
just vague, to be
You don't have to
honest.
be a Bahamian reading this. First, well, to anyone else want to chime in a discussion before we um actually, Nancy said she disagreed. Bob said, Floyd said he certainly agrees. Um,
Wholeheartedly agree.
wholeheartedly.
Educate people on Bahamian culture so that they'll know what is Bahamian food. They do not know.
Uh,
See, the problem
We make
stem
a
from all
survey
that
now.
immigration.
If we make a survey now, everyone would say curry is a Bahamian dish.
You think so?
Yeah.
I know so,
That's
and
more of
it's
a
not a
Jamaican
Bahamian
dish.
dish. It's Indian.
What?
Well, I know, like most things we have on as our nationality tied to our nationality, it's not originated from us. So
I ask children what is a consolidate. They don't know what that is.
Thank you. Educate them, please.
all right. I think that if I were to give my 2 cents on this, um, we dealing with several things at the same time, and we have to really flesh them out and see what's happening, right? The first thing is it's very hard to make those broad claims. Very hard to make those broad claims because, well, the first thing is ethos, right? And ethos is establishing credibility, right? And so no one has done a complete survey, right? Looking at every, say, vendor or company or person who sell food to really see and look at their menu and to really see what they sell and from that flash out some statistics on what we see more of and if there really is a scarcity or not, right? And then they blame it on immigration. Um, well, we do know for a fact that I mean it's natural. Persons, they come to a country. Obviously, they are human beings, so they are going to continue whatever culture they had, um, and their mindset and their philosophies are gonna remain the same as a general rule, until they encounter the philosophies of this new place that they're in, and if it is in harmony with their old preconceived customs, then they adopt it. If it's new, it depends on the individual. They might accept it, they might not. But their taste buds would definitely be accustomed to certain things, and that's what they're gonna cook. So I think that you can make a case that as easily that as the immigration population increase, certainly the diversity of food would increase. That's definitely the case. To say that, you know, there would not be any more Bahamian food, right? We have to be very careful with this term because I think this is very loose, right? Because exactly what do you mean by Bahamian food? Exactly, right? We say, okay, grits and sausage, or whatever you say, right? Well, grits is not really Bahamian, right? That came from, um, you know, the slave masters who was owning them, and so every dish you could name, you could say, oh, this is Bahamian. Really, is it really exactly Bahamian? Because these islands was not inhabited. People came from different places to inhabit them, and so was it really Bahamian food, or was it food from that the loyalists brought there, or the Aleutian adventures, or the different persons who were or the slaves who came and was not. So that term Bahamian food is very, yeah, it's loose, right? So if we now narrow that term Bahamian food to something that is that includes only a select few menu, then we got a case. You know what I mean? And say, okay, well, I don't see crab and dough here. I don't see, you know, I don't see peas and rice here. I don't see this. So therefore, it's not Bahamian, right? But that's only after you've made the definition clear what you mean by Bahamian food. And you may, you might you might you might probably be more convinced to use the word traditional Bahamian food, because even the term Bahamian food, that is an evolving, you know, term, because exactly what is Bahamian food? Is Bahamian food what most of the population, you know, eat, or is Bahamian food what they used to eat 20 years ago? Like, what exactly is Bahamian food? Um, and I do not think that it's primarily immigration. I do not think that, right? I think that we have more influence on what we eat by virtue of the large fast food chains that we have, right? And nobody really talks about them, but I mean, Bahamian
I
food,
talk with them.
Bahamian food has become Wendy's, Popeyes, um, Burger King, um, what else? You have there? McDonald's, um, Subway, um, like that's what Domino's. Oh my God, don't say Domino's. What's the other one? Daiquiri, and um, the one that Mr. Bethel himself was talking about the other day. What do you say? See, I can't wait till I get what that was.
Uh,
I know you didn't
Little
say nothing about no conch
Caesars.
salad. I know you didn't say nothing about no conch salad, no crab, and no
Little
nothing.
Caesars.
You say Little Caesars, right? That's that's what that's what we have more available to us, and so granted, that's what most people are gonna eat, and so do we change the
But it's more they advertise.
yeah, do we change the definition of Bahamian food, or do we stay and still call the things that people eat, or more formally ate 20 years ago, when all they had was a field and some chickens, and still call that Bahamian food? You know what I mean? And so,
Yeah, like you
it
say, unless we could agree on what Bahamian food is,
yes,
like is it something that we just eat as Bahamian people,
yeah,
or
Thank
do
you.
you mean a
Divine the
traditional
culture.
sense?
yes, in a
Because
traditional sense, yeah,
other cultures also become Bahamian,
yes,
and they still eat what they want to eat, so that's not make it a Bahamian food as well now.
exactly. That's a good, so yeah, it's something that. And so therefore, this statement, like, you have to be careful how you make this statement, or that this person, like, it's full with too much, to be just, you know made so plain, like, because we forgot the major warrant. The major warrant is a oh my god, I'm so glad that we talked about this. The major warrant is that we know what Bahamian food is, and the interesting thing is that we don't know. That's a warrant. That's a major warrant. What is Bahamian food? Like, what do you mean by that? Exactly, right?
Food that is Bahamian. I don't know.
Food that is Bahamian. Okay, is it food that most Bahamians eat? That's what you're trying to say? Or food that they?
Pardon me? You asked a question?
Yeah, I'm saying that. I'm saying that the warrant in this statement is that we know what Bahamian food is. That's a warrant. When we don't
Yeah.
know,
No.
like, we don't know what Bahamian food is.
No, not
In a
entirely.
sense, like unless we define it, and nowhere have we
Thank you.
have we
Define the culture.
defined, it.
But Mr. D, can you argue that the fact that we are arguing about this in itself is already came to pass what this person said?
No, because we don't know what Bahamian food is.
No, 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 no.
Like,
We don't know.
You didn't do a
like,
survey. You didn't
like
do a
since we
survey.
even
And
arguing
you
about
can't
this,
you
What is
cannot
it?
define the culture. You
that's
cannot
even
define the
more
culture.
of a,
No, like
you
what is
know,
Bahamian food? What
that's
do you
the
mean?
part right there for when he
No,
said we arguing about what even is being food
what is
again.
Bahamian food? Because then,
The fact that we having this conversation in itself is
okay, Bethel, what is Bahamian food? Tell me what is Bahamian food exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny Cake.
That's it, man. Oh Lord.
I embarrassed. Like you couldn't even.
Sauce.
Pound salad.
Come salad.
Oh Lord.
Okay,
That's not
let me
true,
ask the
Bella.
question.
That's
Come
Barbecue.
fritters. Man, come on,
Yeah,
man.
come fritters. Okay, let me ask the question. When is the last time you ate Johnny bread? Johnny cake.
That's an excellent question.
When is the
Johnny
Uh,
last
Cake,
time you
Johnny
that's
ate
right.
Bread.
Last
I
time I
ate that
used
Johnny
this
bread?
Johnny bread
morning.
was 5 months ago.
5 months,
I ate that this morning with
I
myself.
think since Easter.
right?
I
So
had
my
that
thing
just.
is, do we say Bahamian food is what the Bahamian populace currently eat, or what we
No,
ate, or what we
No.
no,
ate until independence was alive? Like, what is
no.
Bahamian food?
Bahamian food is part of the history.
Big feet
Like
sauce.
what they what they used to eat. Because in the history book, they give a list of what is Bahamian food. They have crab and dough, crab and rice, peas and rice. They have conch fritters, conch salad, things you find in the ocean. They basically would use it based off of
Oh,
what we
really?
fish for, what we harvest for over here,
Yeah,
like
what's
peas. Because we
indigenous to the Bahamas?
Yes,
Ah,
It's all
that's
being
why I say you should define the culture. And I disagree with him because you have to define the culture first. You've got to read the history book to find what is the Bohemian culture.
okay. Here's where we have a problem. So first, I love it. I love it. So all of y'all are now scholars, right? So Nancy has constructed and formulated a definition of what constitutes Bahamian food by virtue of looking at the historical standpoint, right? That's one way of looking at it, right? Indeed, and that's reasonable, right? But what if someone come and they say, no, we don't want to look at it Bahamian food from a historical standpoint, because that would be traditional Bahamian food. What if we want to look? What if we define Bahamian food as what the populace currently eats, right? And that would be more um that would be more, I mean, some would argue that that would be more realistic, because I mean, what do we actually eat currently? Like, what do we actually eat? And you
We
know,
eat what we want to eat.
okay, like we can make that case.
Yeah, and
And
then two people nowadays really think about it. No one nowadays is going to read a history book anymore. Not like the olden day.
but more than this, I think we have underestimated the influence of technology, and not only technology, but of just how
of franchising.
of franchising. I like that. I like that word. Like, we've underestimated that. Like, um, why do you think? Let me just be honest. Like, think for a moment. Why do you think that 15, 20 years ago, or let's say 40 years ago, that's probably accurate. Why you think that they ate? Think with me: grouper, conch salad, lobster, Johnny bread, cornbread, rice, peas and rice. Why do you
because
think that they did that? What
because
is
it was available to them
it? Because
with
it
the
was a,
bounty of the
it was
land.
a, it.
It was available and it was trendy. Everyone talked about it.
No, more than that. More
No,
than
no,
that.
no
It was
trendy.
available.
It was free.
It was
You could
available.
have grown
And
that
it
in your
was low
backyard,
cost. It was
Exactly.
cheap,
and
low
Exactly.
cost, and it was easy to find. Everywhere you go, you would find it.
Nowadays, why do you think we subsist more on, say, the stuff from the fast food restaurants, or even from the various restaurants that we have? Because of their availability,
And they
right?
cheap.
because
And
we
their
can. It became a concrete jungle. That's what happened.
and
Yeah, because nowadays for to go to get Bahamian food, you're paying more, way more
yeah,
than
way
what you would usually pay.
yeah. They get
So
they get traditional Bahamian food. Boy. That's a rarity.
Yes, you don't. To be honest, just to get some conch salad is like $15, $20 now.
It's like a delicacy now, right?
Yeah, so you pay more, a lot more.
So I guess we could say that this person, maybe they should have used the word traditional Bahamian food to let us understand what angle they talking about. You know what I mean? Because we could define Bahamian food in several ways, and the warrant is that we understand what he meant by Bahamian food. We don't know, right? Um, because in my mind, it could be something, and someone else's mind could be something, because we don't have a strict definition nowhere for this, right? Anyway, but you see how much things could be pulled out from one sentence, right? And how much is loaded in just one sentence. And then people are like, we'd be debating stuff for years, and we realize that, hey, it just because like nobody takes the time to listen to like strip apart one sentence and say, wait, but do we actually agree with this one? Or is that, you know what I mean? Like, it's one sentence at a time, right? Anyway, so I think this was a good discussion. But yeah, I blame franchising, and I would say also the mass media too, because what's beyond the commercials, and you know, uh, and also we cannot underestimate the influence of the United States on the Bahamas. Like that's incredible. What they eat, we eat. What they wear, we wear. What they sing, we sing. Like we right
And
there.
the same,
You know what I mean?
and the same. Once America sneezes, the Bahamas get sick.
Yes, we get the cough, right? That's absolutely true. So yeah. Anyway, but
Can't
I
these be around too much old people?
Kennedy, yes.
We go to
My
the
whole
number
school is full of old
because
people.
this one is getting a little too critical.
Um, but do we think that this is a reasonable prediction? We won't be fine. No payment for that fish fry.
No, it never be that empty.
Like none. No,
No, we exaggerating.
think
I think
exaggerating.
he's exaggerating. I don't think it ain't gonna go that far.
I mean, but even if it does, then fish
Possibly.
fry.
I could
I
see
mean,
it happening.
but see, even if it
No, I
does, right? Then fish fry, its nature then changes. Then somewhere else could do it, or you know, I don't think that we won't be able to find it anywhere, right? Not until some good years
I
pass.
don't think so because they fish there.
Maybe
Like
not in
people
our
fish there and
generation.
everything. They fish and then a bunch of boats in the back there. So I don't see it not being a place where you
Oh,
can't find
okay.
seafood and stuff like that.
Nancy, you forget this year we ran out of fishing.
Oh, oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
We going in Mexico. How much fish we losing?
We did.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
we
what
had
I
to
think.
import fish.
What? That's crazy.
Send me the article. I'm not privy to
No,
it.
I didn't know that because I love seafood. I love fish. So I didn't know that.
What did you say, Nancy?
I didn't know that. Honestly, I didn't know
You
that.
Before that,
Because that's what I prefer that over chicken.
have to look
Always.
into it.
Never that.
salmon is hit.
No,
Right.
for
So
legit. I would take fish any day compared to chicken. Yes.
okay, I think this is a good one. Let's do number two. Maybe I think we have I think number two is excellent. I think we actually have
What you
something.
say? Let me be done.
No, we're not done. We have one more to do at least. That's just a discussion. You see, it's only 2:45.
Great discussion.
2:45. It's only 3 hours. Past 3 hours. Just for your information. Um, claim.
A claim.
I think English is boring. Let's let's
My
let's
my claim is
let's move it from I to I believe, right? Just to make it concrete.
okay.
So claim is
Studying English isn't necessary.
the claim is no the claim like
No,
no listen to the
literature is.
claim. English is boring.
No, the claim is studying English isn't necessary.
No, that's not the claim. The claim is
What
English
is,
is boring,
we don't find English exciting.
and therefore there is no need to study it.
Yeah, that would mean that English is not necessary.
It didn't say nothing but
In
necessary.
the midterms. Okay,
Say
if
that
it said that we shouldn't study it, what does that tell me? That it is not necessary. I mean,
Well,
there's
I mean, English like a form of practice. I mean,
Well,
if you
thing.
really
It isn't
they
necessary.
said, therefore, there's no need to study it. So it's not necessary to study. But you can't just say it's not necessary. They never said that.
so it's not necessary to practice
Studying
English
English
then.
isn't necessary.
Okay, that's a good. Studying English is not necessary.
That's what I have, but then it's still not necessary. You say don't use the word necessary.
Necessary could work. I understand. Since you say studying English first. Okay, that's good. So English is boring, and therefore there's no need to study it. What's the support? Do we have any support here?
They do not find English exciting
They never.
because he say I believe English is boring.
Mhm.
They do not find English exciting because if it's boring, okay, if math is boring, English is exciting. Would that tell me that I'm not interested in math? I mean, I'm not interested in English, so it's not exciting.
But that's redundant.
The
Though.
truth coming out.
The truth is. No, it's just analyzing the thing, man. Back up, give up.
No, she's slipping watching. They're just slick.
He's slipping, man.
She's slipping watching. The truth coming out.
No, but I'm just saying. No, I'm just as an example. I'm just saying. My support would be okay because they say that English is boring. It automatically tells me that okay, they may like this subject but dislike this subject, so they don't find English exciting. Because if they think that it shouldn't be studied, then obviously they don't. They have a personal. Okay, they have something against English basically, so they don't find it exciting.
Don't find it exciting. But is that a support?
No.
Or that's a part of their claim? Because they said English is boring, a part of their claim. So them supporting that. What's that?
The support is that
English is boring.
English is boring supports it.
No, that no support. It's the same thing. They saying the same thing. They already say English is boring, and therefore there's no need to study it. There's no support that they give from that. They ain't give no support. Now, if it would have been a support if they had said, last night I began to study English and started to doze off. Sorry, I spelled doze wrong. Doze off into sleep. That would have been a support if we had that, right? But as is, it had no support. All right, so warrants.
You make up a support?
Yeah, make a support just now.
So put
Yeah, you could put that. What's the warrant? A lot of warrants in this one.
My warrant is. Warrant I put is that the study of English should be avoided.
I read a spoken word. I'm gonna teach you the spoken word.
Disease?
What? The study of English should be avoided.
Once, then you can do it again. See? Just like
Okay. Anytime English is boring, we shouldn't study it. That means okay. So they indirectly telling me that English should be avoided. That the study of English should be avoided.
Study of English should be avoided.
But you changed the question.
Oh yeah, I did.
That I did for Bgcse on your laptop.
So mine wouldn't really relate to what you have now.
Warrant though. Warrant is an assumption you're making about your support. Or claim, I suppose to say or claim.
So you don't think that's a warrant? That the study of English should be avoided?
There's a warrant that
It
some.
sound it sound like it's a war that what you're giving me sound like a result of the statement, but not really a warrant.
I think it's much.
Because that, okay, when I hear that, I thought about what I heard. I thought about, okay, if they say it's boring, shouldn't be studied, okay, I should avoid the study of English.
There's no
Act like it's a
There's
disease.
no. There's a warrant that you would feel the same. You would come to the same conclusion as him. Uh-huh.
that's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. Um, that's a good one. That's a good one. It's a very good one. That's a very good one. The warrant is that their experience would be your experience. Because it says, I believe English is boring. We thus we shouldn't have to study it. Yeah? I believe it's
That's
boring.
my opinion.
Thus we have to, so you believe it's boring. Don't put that on me. So their warrant is that the warrant is that they believe that their experience would be your experience. And so that's a good one. I like that. Another warrant is, this is a very important warrant. A lot of students always do this all the time. And I'm like, y'all ain't understanding the warrant. The warrant is that what is boring should be avoided.
Ain't no way, Mr. Petit. Ain't no way.
Whatever is boring should be avoided.
So you're telling us that English should be avoided?
No, I'm saying they're making an assumption because they say, I believe English is boring. So we shouldn't have to study it. So the assumption that they're saying is that, hey, if something is boring, then don't study it or avoid it. So, but that don't make no sense. Just because something is boring, that doesn't, and students make this all the time. Oh, Mr. Petit, this boring. Oh, I tired. Oh, so you trying to tell me if you tired and if the thing is boring, then you ain't gonna do it? So if someone tells you I
Should
give
be
you $1 million,
avoided. And really?
if someone say I can give you $1 million, and the thing that the task they give you to do is boring and it makes you tired, then you can say, oh, I can stop. No. You say, excuse me, how much more gifts you want me to wrap? Like you dying the model, right? So it's the same thing. Just because something is boring, and trust me, studying is boring. Oh my goodness, study for 6 hours and you would see. Like when I was school, I used to study a lot, and trust me, the first hour and a half used to go good. After that, your brain starts to die. You become irritable. Everything around you seems to want your attention. You want to go. You want to go use the bathroom. You want to go drink some water. You hungry. Like everything, you find something you need to do, except for studying. You know, and so it could be a boring task, but just because it's boring, you're gonna stop. Like, no, not really. And so that's a very important warrant that people usually
Mr. Petit, you should use the Pomodoro technique.
the what?
Pomodoro technique.
What is that?
You study for an hour and then take a 15-minute break to reset your
I never used to believe in
mind.
that. I never used to believe in that. I saw
What I
it.
do
You see the
know.
study on it
Never
That's what I
believe.
do.
that
Never
your
believe.
brain, like after a while, it just goes wandering off. So you take that time to reset it and start again at a higher
Higher rate.
capacity.
Well,
No, I don't do all
let me tell
that.
you something. I always looked at it and I'd be like, see, let me tell you when that works. That works when you actually have time to study. I was um I was at a point where I had to study so much things, and so it's like, so that 15 minutes, during that 15 minutes, I understand the break and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. It does make sense.
But Mr. Petit,
It does
when
make
you say
sense.
break, it doesn't really have to be non-productive break. It's like, okay, let me take a break from math and let me go on to general science,
Oh,
just to reset my brain off all this math.
okay.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily be non-productive break.
Okay.
What about
Great.
question form? Like making it interesting, like a
Make it.
race against yourself. Like
Yeah, I like that.
question form.
That's true.
Because when I said it, I put it on cue cards and then like I'll put the question in front of me and like have the answer behind it. Because I don't know, reading, the words just start to walk off the page. So I don't even try.
Mhm.
I just is put everything in question form, like make it like a confusing question to help my brain understand
I think
and then have the answer in the back of it.
right, that's true. I think what happens is once it's interesting, like what I used to do is I used to take my notes and compile them into questions. Like so, I would have an exam before the exam, and trust me, the exam they give me never, as a general rule, used to be harder than the exam I give myself. Like
Thank you. That's what I believe in.
yeah, you give yourself an exam for the exam, and I was like, when I go an exam, I'm like, how come y'all didn't ask this? How come y'all didn't ask this? You know what I mean? And
I just feel like that. I be studying my part and they don't even put half of the stuff.
I'm like, how come
Because if
y'all
it's
didn't? You know?
one night I cry, bro. My head was turning so bad. The stuff I was studying so hard for, they ain't put up one of them.
Yeah, they didn't put a one. They put everything else.
But the threat
Question
of it
form is
being there was
easier.
enough.
Exactly, but the threat of it being there is enough.
Yeah. Because
Anyway,
with the questions is that you're more relevant stuff. Like you can read the first different, like like reading, you just reading
hmm
unnecessary words. You questions, you keep it brief
yes, and
and answer question. That's what I like about it.
definitely. Anyway, I think we're in there because it's then past our time. It's past 9, so we can call it quits. There may be some more warrants here. I like number 3. Should have done number 3, but anyway, that's um. We'll say it in passing. The warrant here would be he needs to get a watch, so he isn't late anymore. So the warrant here would be that um getting a watch is his problem or is the cause of him being so late when that may not be true. It could be he have a watch. He just
So yeah, no watch.
he he probably the problem probably is that he just starting the day late. Or like if you have to be to work for seven
Time
thirty,
management?
yeah, time management more so instead of uh instead of not knowing the time. Anyway, we call it quits. The next thing we're gonna do for um English would be we have to look at tone, analyzing tone. So we're gonna talk about different types of tone and how to identify it in someone else's work and how to apply it in your work to make it better. All right, so go for that.
Good
You
night.
say tune or tomb.
Good
TOOM.
night.
Good night.
Good night. TOM.
Listen, Petit,
Wow.
I want to see your opinion on my essay.
You wrote it?
Yes, sir.
All right.
I ain't finished with it, but I wrote it.